Welcome to your daily focus for May the 26th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Okay, lots to talk about. We do have the lunar eclipse. We'll get to that. The 26 energy. The 26 energy, I would have to say the best way of using the 26 energy in this lunar eclipse would be to learn something. Learn something to broaden your horizons, to expand your experience in some way. 2 plus 6 is an 8. So it's very much about embracing our strength, our courage, walking with integrity. It's going to be very, very important to walk with our integrity intact, to think about what we are saying, what we are doing, and how it affects others. A 5 plus 8 plus 5, the daily energy would be an 18. How fitting for a lunar eclipse that we have the 18 energy. The 18 energy is about going within. It's about understanding what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel in balance, what brings in true happiness and joy in your life, in your heart. And how do you let that love out? How do you express your compassion, caring, loving, beautiful side? And by letting that out in an authentic way, does bring in this freedom, does bring in this liberation to your life. I think my camera is messing up. I hope not. We have the sun in Gemini, the moon in Sagittarius, and at 5 degrees, they will align and we will have our lunar eclipse. It should happen, well, my area is in the morning, so a few hours before, a few hours later, perhaps. Now, the one thing about this lunar eclipse, now, first of all, it will last, the energy of this eclipse will last until like mid-November, when the eclipse season starts again. And the only aspect really that is happening within this is it's squared to Jupiter. So when we're looking at a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius and Gemini, and it's squared with Jupiter, we can awaken to new ideas. We can awaken to new desires to explore. We will find that the things that we want to do the most are things that will help the collective, not only ourselves. And it will definitely point out to us where we may be a little greedy, or where we maybe go to excess. And those things will come in, and we will have to deal with those things. So if we spend too much money, when we need to get back on the budget, this is a time, because when the sun and moon are both squaring Jupiter, it puts a spotlight on the things that we have expanded that maybe aren't healthy for us, aren't good for us. So maybe it's time to clean out those closets, those cupboards, excess food, excess clothing. And since the 18 energy is around, I would have to say that it's more about simplifying your desires And I don't mean to dummy them down. I mean to embrace the joy, the emotion of it, the happiness, the feeling of happiness, safety, security, joy and laughter. You know, it's at 5 degrees. 5 degrees. That's May, right? Is 5 energy. 2021 is a 5 energy. So here we are back to the 5 energy again. And 5 is very fast moving energy. So it's hard for us to slam on the brakes and really see where we are spending too much time or energy or resources in a certain area of our life. Maybe where we're not giving of ourselves. Maybe we have an abundance of love to give, and yet we stay behind our walls, our walls of safety, and we don't interact as much as we should. And usually we're going to find people that are meaner and crueler and more spiteful than they normally were, or normally are, or revenge. We'll see it in the news. We'll see it, you know, where greed and excess has gotten somebody into trouble. They will be the headline people, I think, for the next several months. So don't be surprised if you come across that, and know that that's the energy of their mirror trying to expose themselves to themselves, and they're not seeing it. So concentrate on you, focus on you, and awaken to ideas, new adventures, new things to learn, new things to explore that will broaden your horizons, that will add to the adventure of your path. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, the Six of Pentacles. You know, if we're giving, are we also receiving? Is it a win-win situation, your relationships in your life or your circumstances in your life? And if not, what needs to change, and how do you go about changing it? Lunar eclipses, full moons are about releasing, letting go. We're going to have a Mercury retrograde coming up soon enough too. So watch your words, choose your words wisely, simplify your words so that the message goes across when you're communicating with people. Listen closely to what people are saying, repeat it back to them to make sure you have it right. Who do we help? Who's always seems to be there? Who's the needy person in your life? Who's the person who clings to you? Who's the or the situation or the environment that robs you of your time, your energy, your resources? So we may be re-examining our relationships, our environments, to see if it's a healthy environment for ourselves, a healthy relationship, and to seek out relationships and environments that are healthy for us. And so what does that mean for us? What is that perfect recipe for ourselves? Because it'll be unique and it'll be different, each and every one of us. We had the Two of Cups. So new relationships, new friendships, new ideas, new paths forward, but walking it with somebody else perhaps, at least the support of that person. Embracing new ideas, new beginnings, new starts, new people, new relationships, new adventures, new learning experiences. Falling in love with certain things, becoming our passions. The Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is the parade. The Six of Wands is the parade for you. It's to honor you. It's to say, yeah, we've got your back. We support you. We were cheering you on. We were praying for you. This is not a time to rest on your laurels. This is a time to push forward. This is a time to roll up your sleeves. And I think I was saying it yesterday, rolling up our sleeves, getting to work, the perseverance, the hard work. Okay, that was on the eve of this full moon. So we know that's a part of it. that we have to do the work, that we have to walk the walk, talk the talk. We can listen about it and learn about it and watch about it, but until we actually do it, it means nothing. And to know and not do is to simply not know at all. So here we are at the Six of Wands, saying that there are people that support you. There are people that will cheer you on or are cheering you on already. And maybe you don't even realize it. But know that you are, it's about taking a moment to say, yeah, I've got this because I'm good. I've done this. I'm here in the now and I'm going forward. And I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm going to get to work and I'm intent on my next. But take time to say, yes, I've done a good job. Take time to pat yourself on the back. Take time to take stock of your accomplishments and what you want to accomplish going forward. We have the Three of Pentacles. Roll up your sleeves. Get to work. This card definitely talks about creating your future. Here we are, the artist with the paintbrush in our hand, and we can make our mural anything we want. So what do you truly want? What is your dream? What is your quest? What is your desire? What are your goals? What drives you? And don't worry that if nobody seems to be paying attention, because people are paying attention. Always, every time with the Three of Pentacles, somebody is watching. So don't worry about nobody saying anything or noticing, because they are noticing. The rewards come later on. So just smile and know that every moment you put your focus, your intention, your energy towards your goals, your dreams. And taking a new course, celebrating the fact that you've got a new course to take to broaden your wisdom, your knowledge, your talent, to hone things in. This is roll up your sleeves and get to work. Oh, look at this, the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, we really need to stand in our truth here. Okay, now, we don't want to stand in our truth and alienate ourselves. Okay, we all want to be liked. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be part of the gang. But when push comes to shove, you have to defend yourself, your dreams, your goals, your desires. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to say, no, that's not for me. And the people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life. The people that are not meant to be in your life, do not worry. They may come back later. They will be replaced with new people along your path. People that support you, people that are like-minded, people that share your vision. But, don't stand your ground and, now you're having hesitation, but you don't want to say anything because you want to be right. Don't let your pride or your ego get in the way. We have to walk with our integrity, right? So we have to say our truth. But when we find that our truth is changing, our paradigm is shifting, our reality is moving, that we can say, I've changed my mind. I used to think that was right, but maybe I'm not so sure right now. Maybe I know that was a thought in error, something I was taught rather than something I've known deep within myself. Now, the thing that worries me the most is we don't have any major arcana on the board here. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles. What do we got? We got Two Pentacles, Wands, Cups, Swords. It's a very even energy, actually, when it comes to the cards. But here's the problem is we all have free will. So we can choose to act or we can choose to not participate in the energy. We have free will. So put your focus on your dreams, your desires, your goals, your wants. Some of these eclipses we have so many energies in the air that are so strong and so potent. All we have really is the Jupiter square. So yes, new ideas will come in, desires to explore, definitely. But we better watch what we say or put out there today. We better examine, we better take in or broaden our expansion of our path, of our horizon, to see what really truly is out there for us and ourselves alone. And there may be confusion, absolutely. We may be deceived in some way that we were supposed to have this and we really didn't need it. I came from parents that had a full-time job and said, you got to go and get a job in a factory and just keep that job. And, 35 years later, you'll retire and you'll have a pension. And in that time, you'll get married and have 2.3 kids and a white picket fence and a dog and a cat. And there were certain things, you have your dining room. Well, you needed the right silverware and the right glassware and all those things are wonderful traditions and everything. But now I look at my children who probably don't sit down for too many meals together with their partners and whatnot. I hope they do. But they're changing jobs every year and a half, 3 years. They're flipping it for something different. It's no longer the same recipe works anymore. And so we could have gotten caught up in a recipe that we're holding on to that doesn't really fit the world anymore. And so it's weighing us down. It's burdening us in some way. It's not allowing us to broaden our horizons because we have this limited view. We have these blinders on that we don't even realize are on. So, stay grounded. Stay very grounded. Spend some time each day just releasing stress, okay? Because even if you don't have your own stresses, although I don't know many people who do not have stress. I don't know anybody actually who doesn't have any stress. It's how you deal with it, though. But just a couple of deep breaths, release that stress that you're carrying around. You'll be amazed at how much stress actually is released in your body when you do that throughout the day. And you can do that while you're waiting in line for whatever you're shopping for or getting. You could do it while you're standing in the bus or sitting in the bus or sitting in the taxi cab or driving to work or preparing the meals for the family or mowing the lawn or doing your gardens, or just a couple of deep breaths. Just pay attention to your breath. Get them full. Breathe it in and release and feel the stress leave. Imagine the stress leaving your body. It's an incredible tool to use, and I think you're going to need it as a regular part of your lifestyle, your day-to-day routines. It's something that you really want to work in so that you are so strong and so successful as we hit the November eclipses. So let's get a sip of water first. I'm talking too much. Okay, we'll get a mantra card. So look at your situations, your environments, your relationships. Is it a win-win situation? And if it's not, do we want to fix it? And how do we fix it? What words will we use? What actions will we use? Embrace the new. It's all about new experiences, opening up your horizons. Don't rest on your laurels right now. I know you've done a lot of work, but it's time to keep going. It's time to roll up those sleeves and get to work. It really is. Patience. Have a patience with yourself. And, stand your ground, absolutely. But don't build walls between people over insignificant things, dramas. Make sure you're explaining yourself clearly and making sure that you are hearing people clearly. Repeat it back to them. Make sure that what you heard them say is what they said and not what you perceived. You'd be amazed how often that happens. And if you don't believe it, play the telephone game. You know, get 10 people. One starts with something, whispers it in the ear, and we whisper it all the way down. The person at the end says it, and it's nothing like what the first person said. Archangel Gabriel's back again. Look at this. Creativity, hope. So Gabriel speaks to you through your heart and soul. Gabriel means God is my strength. Guides parents into fertility, child conception, giving them courage and strength. He's the angel of communication and the arts, inspiring and motivating you to be creative in your pursuits. His presence offers enthusiasm and encouragement in the creative field. He guides artists, authors, musicians, dancers to reach their full potential, to live their purpose. Archangel Gabriel will help you reach your full potential and live your purpose. If you work with children personally or professionally, you will find Gabriel by your side with loving guidance and support. The mantra is, I follow the guidance of my heart, because that's Gabriel talking to you, perhaps. I follow the guidance of my heart. So there's your angel for the next several months. We'll do an animal card, and of course we'll do a journey of love card for the lunar eclipse. At 5 degrees, no less, on a 9 energy day. Did I even talk about the 9 energy day? I know I started on the 18, but I didn't talk about the 9. Look at this, seek and find. Seek and find, definitely the energy. So the 9 is a beautiful energy for lunar eclipse, because it's about release, it's about letting go. It's about preparing the soil for the seeds that you want to plant. It's removing the rocks, it's removing the weeds. It's allowing healing in, and nourishment, and light, and energy to build your strength. So we have seek and find with the little chipmunk here. Where is our book? I've buried it. There we are. Where are you? There you are. Seek and find. Action, believe, and manifest. And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who do not believe in magic will never find it. Chipmunk lets you know that although you are dreaming and wishing, you're not taking clear action to make your dreams come true. The clearer and stronger your desire, the more action you will receive as you begin to see the whole picture, retaining the parts you want, eliminating what you don't want. Your greatest wealth is the knowledge that you are complete within yourself. Your major goal is to discover as much as you can about yourself, because the more you know about you, the better you can deal with any life situation. Take action in order to push open the door you so badly want to walk through. If you don't seek, you won't find. If you don't knock, the door will remain closed. If you don't walk through the door, you'll remain stuck in one place. Of course, spend time wishing and manifesting, but don't forget to take action. If you want a new job, send out that resume. If you're looking for a relationship, start inquiring whether your friends know of someone. If you want to begin a business, start writing out a business plan. Today is the wake-up call to your inner soul. Don't you love that? We had the 18 energy, the wake up to your inner soul. So will you take the first step? Will you knock on the door? Will you turn the doorknob? Will you walk through? Will you take a risk on you? Okay. So meditate, dream, but action is vital. And we'll get our Journey of Love cards. I do love these cards. They never fail to disappoint. Falling, 14. Falling. Now, these cards are so bloody colorful. It's unbelievable. So, it kind of threw me. There's a couple of cards in here like this, and this is one of them. 14. So we're back to that 5 energy again, a very fast moving energy. It's about joy and happiness, creativity, romance. It's about standing in your own presence, your own independence, knowing you've got this. Okay, 14. Well, the poem is extremely short. Is it wrong to love, to feel what I hold inside? The answer must wait. Don't worry. You may fear you are falling. It's just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss. Are you sensing parts of your life flying away from you out of your control? As the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and becomes more powerful than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves? Laugh, cry, celebrate, ponder. Whether it makes sense or not, you are like a perfectly ripe fruit falling from the universal tree, succulent, ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. If you wait any longer, the moment will be lost. You'll end up on the ground, having to decay and go to seed in order to start the whole process again. This is not so bad, but what a shame if your sweet nectar was not savored by the hungry world. You deserve to be declared the most delicious, juicy fruit that ever was. So fall. You'll end up exactly where you are meant to be. The oracle contains this message for you. You are being called closer into a divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny. It's safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. It might seem that you're being asked to take a leap of faith, and it's the right timing for that. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. Wow, does that sum it up or what? Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.